This week marks the re-release of the 1971 album Killer from cartoonish heavy metal icon Alice Cooper. Few know that this goth glam artist, whose disturbing stage shows have been literally banned throughout the world, was the son of a preacher. In fact, not only was Cooper's father a preacher, but his grandfather was an apostle, and their whole family history can be traced to the French Huguenots, which basically means that Cooper himself might actually be the Messiah, although he likes drugs and ass a little more than Jesus did. Cooper's infamous stage shows, a traveling carnival of terror and bad taste, featured guillotines, electric chairs, fake blood, snakes, and blood-covered baby dolls. In one early show, Cooper threw a live chicken off the stage, mistakenly believing it could fly. The chicken plummeted towards the front of the crowd, which was populated by disabled people in wheelchairs, who proceeded to tear the animal to pieces. This story begs two questions. One, why are the handicapped front and center at an Alice Cooper concert? And two, why are the handicapped evil? Killer features the hit Halo of Flies, which, incidentally, was also how I referred to my kitchen sink during grad school. Thematically, Killer explored Cooper's villainous side even further. He appeared in shows with a boa constrictor around his neck and acted out executions by beheading and hanging. By this point, the show was banned not only in England, but in Germany as well. And if the Germans have reached their threshold for the disturbing, you know whatever it is must be incontrovertibly, cataclysmically wrong. The Sex Pistols' John Lydon even pronounced Killer the greatest rock album of all time. Although at the time of making this claim, Lydon was legally deaf, and presumably also really, really high. By the mid-70s, Cooper had failed to come out with any single as catchy and delightful as Dead Babies and Only Women Bleed. So he moved to that refuge of the fame-desperate, L.A., and soon ended up on Hollywood Squares. Sadly, a cash-strapped, irrelevant Alice Cooper on Hollywood Squares was also known as the height of Hollywood Squares. Cooper then went on to appear in WrestleMania 3 and Spanish B-grade horror movies. While little known in the States, the fan club Fanáticos Locos del Rey de las Películas Alice Cooper has 45 million members in Central America alone. Apparently, 8 years of Bush proved to be too much for even the most die-hard rebel. And not only did Cooper become a born-again Christian, he even called dumb as a post Sarah Palin a breath of fresh air. But that's because Palin is the only other person Cooper had ever met who uses a guillotine in her act. I don't want to fuck around with Alice Cooper, do you? So this is Dr. Biaggi telling you to turn it up.